Yeah. Now, even going a little bit further into that question, like how do you be patient? Like how do you see and understand, God's future for you? Know that it's for the better, but still be patient without, doing too much or moving too fast paced, by God.
I think it's all about understanding God based on your relationship with Him. A lot of people are in a relationship and they don't study the people that they're in a relationship with. When you see two people, a lady and a young man, and they are dating themselves, they might hope to get married, or even they've just gotten married. I think the key thing that they need to do is to study themselves. When you study people and you know who they are, you will know how to walk with them. It's the same thing with God. There's a way that God has dealt with us, or He deals with us, that based on your own experience, and you have studied God very well with your experience, and this is the way God deals with me. Over time, you will know when God is saying to you, relax, my daughter, I'm going to get this done. But you just need to relax. Do you understand? Even if you don't do that, you get to a point in prayer with God that He has not done that thing, but it makes you to understand that, go and relax. The time is not now. It was the same problem with Paul when he was praying about the thorn, on his side. And God said, I'm not going to take that thing off. Don't worry about it. I'm going to take it off. He said, my grace is sufficient for you. So what God is saying to him, that just go and relax. We never heard about that thing again. Whether God removed it or God did not remove it. Do you understand? We never heard about it again. So there is a time for everything with God. You understand? It's very difficult to learn to be patient. But what I say to people is that, what's the alternative? Are you going to do it yourself? You understand? I've had people say that if God doesn't answer me, I'm just going to get married to anybody I say. I say, oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead. What are you waiting for? Come on, make my day. Just send out the IV and we'll be there. You understand? So what do I do? I've gone into many situations in life that I realized that it's only God that can solve this problem. So I know I can't solve it. So so people can come to me at times and say, oh, Pastor, we need to do this. We need to. I said, what do you think I've been doing? I've been praying. You've got we're here. We're here. And that's all. I'm not going to put myself under that pressure that God has to do something in a particular time. No, I've realized that He makes all things beautiful in His own time. He does it when He wants to do it. And when He does it, no man can take away or add to it. So, I'll keep on waiting.
Amen. All right, PT. So if you could give your listeners, the audience, one piece of advice on rebooting their lives if needed, what would that advice be?
Don't look back. Don't be discouraged about where you are. Be challenged and motivated about where you are going. And trust in the Lord with all your heart. Acknowledge Him in everything you do. Don't take decisions without clearing with God. There are a lot of major decisions of my life that I've had to take, but I'll seek God, and once I know that God has given the go-ahead, I take the step of faith, and usually He meets us at every point of need. Do you understand? You can do the same thing, because God is not an unjust God. And if He has done it for someone, He can do it for any other person once you follow the same pattern. All I know is that the scriptures cannot be broken. So when God says that, I know the thought that I have towards you, they are thoughts of good and peace and not of evil, to give you a hope and bring you to an expected end. I've concluded a long time ago that the best of God will always be the best for me. So it doesn't matter whether He does that thing or He doesn't do that thing. I know He always has my best interest at heart, you know.
So true. All right, PT, as we, round up, any last little things that you want to leave the audience with, as we close out?
I wanted to know that this life is so vast that you don't limit yourself to just one thing. Yeah. Open up yourself to many things that you can do. When Jesus said said a parable about the man that prepared for people for the feast, he said, go and tell the people that all things are ready. When it comes to God, all things are on the table. I'm telling you the truth. As long as His will for you, don't be afraid. Don't let anyone tell you that it is impossible. A lot of people that are trying to tell you some things are impossible, they've had to do some things themselves to get them to where they are. So don't let anybody impose their will on you. Just let God alone be the one that will guide and direct you. And I'm telling you, if you put your mind to it, and with God beside you, there is nothing that you will not achieve in life. This thing that we're talking about today, you will look back 10 years and you'll say, my goodness, how did I get here? And it will be by the grace of God. Because God's grace is unlimited.
Amen. All right, everyone. It has been enlightening, great, impactful, and I can't wait for more episodes here with PT answering your all's questions. We wish you all a great new year, and don't forget to start and finish this new year right. As always, don't forget to send any comments, questions, or themes that you have that you want PT to answer to the email address insightswithpt@jesushousebaltimore.org. Per use, it's your girl Tammy signing off with
PT. I'll see you at the top.
Blessed everyone. Bye.